Greetings, people. It's Mr. Pull the Trigger yet again on another episode of the Enlightenment series. So we had to verify, we had to cross examine the ones who actually had an encounter with Precious Lungu. The moment Precious Lungu showed up on the scene, it gives us a lot of clues about her involvement in this abduction syndicate. She was barbaric, she was confused, she was all over, and she thought she's just doing it for her father, not knowing that she was just bringing herself on a silver platter, not knowing that it was the spirit of baby testimony that was forcing her to demonstrate her ignorance and to expose her so that the world will know who we should be looking at. The puzzle pieces of this case, they'll fall in place on their own. That's why I told you people, to those that are still strong, those that are still hoping and still faithful on this quest to find baby testimony, to remain calm. I know most of you want the results tomorrow. Someone will be saying, so what have you done now ever since you've been talking about baby testimony? Why are you not doing ABCD? People, please relax. Calm down. This is not an easy puzzle to put together. But believe you me, God is in it. God has his own special ways of fighting this battle. All we just have to do is to follow the procedures and the steps as these dominoes start falling. Sooner or later, the picture will become so clear and so bright that everyone will know what happened. We might think we are only fighting for baby testimony's justice, not knowing that there are a dozen of kids out there, plenty of kids out there that we are fighting for. We might get baby testimony tomorrow, but if we do it so quick, so fast like that, without allowing the spirit to lead us, there are so many other kids who will remain in bondage. So when we get to the finish line, mark my words, you will see how God will show off. You will see how God will show up. I believe in mysterious ways in which God operates. And when it comes to this case of baby testimony, I know most of you take it for granted. Some of you, especially Omoto's people, they take it for granted. They think it's a joke. That's why each and every time they can send one of their minions to come and do a video speaking nonsense, speaking rubbish. Because to them, it's just like an ordinary case. They can just say, testimony, Ruth, she's lying, she's this, she's that. Well, to them, it does not mean anything. It's nothing. Because their papa is a billionaire. And the way that they're looking at it is, you're fighting our father. You are humiliating our father. You are assassinating our father's character. That's the way that they're looking at it. That's the perspective from which they're looking at this. But what they're paying a blind eye to is there is a child, a human being that is missing, that has been missing. What had this child been reported dead, we would understand. We might have tried to investigate the causes of death, but the fact that the child is missing, it leaves a lot of questions in the minds of people. And the fact that the child went missing at church, that's another thing to put into consideration and try to understand. How can this happen at church? It's not the first. It happened at Oedepo. It happened at different churches. In different churches in Nigeria, kids are missing on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis. But the cases are covered up. Baby Testimony is the first child that have heard enough sufficient voices to speak out for him because of the name Testimony. And surely he shall testify. We shall testify. Many other kids will testify. One thing I know for sure is, wherever baby testimony is, he's not alone. The fact that this is now only coming out, or it only came out through Sister Ruth Matthews' misfortune, this was God planning and putting in order steps and processes that were actually going to lead us to expose the entire syndicate. So I want you to listen to what Sister Ruth had to say about what she knows about Precious Lungu. And I also spoke with Triumph Triumph is the young man that went with baby testimony and these two anonymous women. They were anonymous back then, but this might clear the anonymity of these two particular women. Triumph is the one that went with baby testimony, escorted these two women to go and buy Indomie. And Triumph is the one that led them to the other place when they couldn't find Indomie. And they tricked Triumph to say, okay, take this ching ching and Pepsi and go and give it to your mother. We are following right behind you with baby testimony, as they were carrying baby testimony. Remember, baby testimony was only 2.5 years back then. As Triumph ran back to the mother, these two women, anonymous, disappeared with baby testimony. So I want you to listen to what the mother, Ruth Matthew, had to say, because definitely she remembers. She knows the faces. She might not have the clear picture, but you can never forget the woman that took your child away. You can never. I showed a few videos about Precious Lungu. I showed a few videos about this prophetess Disgrace. And I also showed Triumph, different videos at random. I just showed them at random to say, okay, I showed them, I think, close to 10 videos and 10 pictures of different people. Then I asked them, do you remember, do you recognize is any person from these videos? Or do you recognize any picture from these videos? And this is what they had to say. Listen. Hello.
Good afternoon, my dad.
Sister Ruth, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you, sir.
How are the little boys?
I'm so sorry for the loss. Fine.
You said what?
I'm sorry for the loss.
No, God is in
For
it.
that lady.
No, God is in it. God is in it. Are you okay?
Yes, sir. I'm okay, sir. Thank you so much. I'm really happy. I don't know how to say it. May mighty God continue bless you for me in Jesus' name.
Amen. Amen.
Sir, that's I saw one of your video. Is it that Precious Lungu?
Yes.
She's one of the two women that came to Mercy City and asked where can we get Indomie from.
Are you serious?
This is the woman.
Sister Ruth, how sure are you of that?
Sir, even though I do forget things, this woman, I don't forget her. It's inside my memory. The picture is in my memory. I can never forget that face, sir. There are two.
So,
one tall and one is short. Black.
So from the pictures that you saw and the videos that you saw, does she look like the one of the women that came and
Not it look like. It did not look like. This is the woman. I did not say it looked like. No. Because since that day, I have been looking even internet to see if I can get these two women. I see picture, the picture is in my memory. I can never forget these two pictures. You see the same, the way he always dress, she always dress. This is the way she still dress. Simple dressing like that.
But remember, this woman is not Nigerian. When she approached you, she was not speaking like she's from Nigeria.
No. She said she's a stranger in this land. According to her, whether it's a stranger or not, say it's a stranger, but she's not speaking like our English, our Nigeria.
You see, it makes sense. You know why? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
For someone to ask you for directions to where to get Indomie, that person must be a newcomer, must be a foreigner in Mercy City. They could have never used a Nigerian to come and ask you for directions, because Nigerians who stay in Delta State will know where to get Indomie. So what you're saying makes sense, that she is probably the one, even though I'm not sure, because you're the one who saw her, that came to approach you since she's a foreigner, and she disguised as if she did not know where to get Indomie. And it was easier for them to use someone who sound like a foreigner, who is a foreigner, so that you will believe that these people are new here, so they wouldn't know where to get Indomie.
Immediately I saw this picture, I called Triumph. Triumph, come. This woman, did you know this woman? I never tell Triumph this is the woman. I just pretend as if this woman, I don't know her. I called Triumph, come. This woman, did you know this woman? Triumph looked at the picture very well. He said, Mommy, this is the woman that come to Mercy City that day. Mommy, you forget. Mommy, think it well. You flashback now, Mommy. Why did you forget easily like that? This is the question Triumph is asking me. And I pretend, oh, I forget. She's the one, no.
Okay, what made you remember her? What do you remember about her that made you make sense of her appearances now? Is it the voice?
The picture, not
Is it the
even the
face
voice.
or the height?
No, not the height, not the face. The picture of that day, because they came to Mercy City, two of them. As I'm beating testimony that fateful day, the short one said, oh, why are you beating this handsome baby? This one, I say, oh, yes. They sit down for about 10 minutes with me. Because they just walk in, meet me, beating the testimony, crying out. He needs another food. I said, oh, you've eaten now, testimony, you've eaten. Say, Mommy, please give me more. The woman just collect me the testimony. Say, why are you beating this handsome guy? Say, he just ate just now and he still need another one again. That is how the babies, they stop too much. Say, oh, stop beating the testimony. I begin to look very well at her, two of them. She dropped the baby again. I said, oh, you have a wonderful case. Ask some boys. And it's so painful that you're a beautiful lady and you cannot walk. That is how this woman talked to me that fateful day. I sight direct to the eyes. The picture is still in my memory. Till today, I can never forget this picture. This woman's face, two of them. One of them, the second one, has a round face. A round face, the short one. She has a round face. If I still see this woman, I can still recognize her again.
The second one, was it not Prophetess Grace?
No.
She was not. Oh, okay. No, I was just
I knew
asking.
Prophetess Grace very well.
Oh, no. Okay. Okay. No, I get it. Where is Triumph now?
Sir?
Where is Triumph? Are you with Triumph?
Yeah. Tayo. Come. Hello?
Yes, my boy.
Yeah.
I speak on the phone. I can't hear you.
Good afternoon, sir.
How are you doing today?
I'm fine.
You are fine. What are you doing?
I'm just doing my own form.
You what?
I'm doing my own forms.
What's that?
Own forms.
Your own forms.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw the videos that you are editing. They are very nice. And the pictures.
Sir?
I saw the videos that you are editing and the pictures that you are editing. They are very nice.
Thank you, sir.
You are going to be a genius boy.
Thank you, sir.
Triumph, tell me something.
Sir?
Can you tell me something? Did you see the video that mommy showed you
What did you?
of this lady called Precious?
Yes.
Does she look familiar, that lady?
That she's like the person that come to that Mercy City that time to come and say that she's looking forward to buy Indomie. It's one of them. She's the black person.
Speak out loud, I can't hear you.
I said she's the black person that come to Mercy City that actually want to buy Indomie.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
What do you remember about her?
What I remember, she's just black, but her face is not like before again. The time that I saw, she was splitting hair.
Oh, okay, wait. Just wait. Okay, you said what?
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
There was pimples on her face. Then now the picture my mommy showed me, no pimples on her face.
Okay, you are saying the first time she came, she had pimples on her face.
Yes, sir.
What about the picture that mommy showed you now? You don't see any pimples.
Yes, I not see any.
Hmm. So when you went with her outside, do you remember the other woman that she was with?
Like the other woman was
Speak up,
yellow.
please. Can you speak up?
The other woman was yellow. Well, why she? The other woman was yellow with pimples too.
Was she sounding like a Nigerian, Precious, the one with pimples, the dark-skinned one?
Huh?
How was
Sir?
she sounding? Was she sounding like she's from Nigeria?
She's not sounding like Nigeria person.
She was not sounding like a Nigerian person.
She was sounding like that.
She was sounding like what?
She's she's not sounding like Nigeria person. Time we saw her in Mercy City, but now her voice is not like that.
Is it?
Sir?
So she looks exactly like the woman that you went with to buy Indomie.
Yes. Yes.
Hmm. Were you talking with her when we were going to buy Indomie? What were you guys talking about?
No, we were just talking. As we went to the place, I know that there's selling Indomie. They said that the person has not opened. She now said that let's go to this other Baba place. We now said okay. We now went there. She said that the person will open around 4 o'clock. She now reach one Uma shop, the one yellow Uma shop. And now asked me which type of drink my mom would like. And I told them Pepsi.
Speak up on
And
the
I
phone.
told
Speak up on the phone.
They now gave me Pepsi and mini chim chim. That time they gave me Pepsi and mini chim chim. That's what they gave me before. She now told me that two of the women now told me that they are coming. That I should take this one and go and give my mommy that they are coming. And I said okay.
Also, she bought you Pepsi and Ching Ching, and she said, go and give it to your mommy.
Yes, sir.
And they said they are coming, they are following.
Yes.
Speak up. I don't know why you are moving from the phone.
Yes, sir.
Hmm.
Yes.
Okay, Triumph. I'll talk to you. Let me talk to mommy.
Hello, sir.
Yes, Sister Ruth.
Thank you so much. You are seriously doing a great job. Now we are getting to the direct point now.
Hmm.
I don't know how you can do it and get this woman.
Now that we know that Precious Lungu is one of them, what are we going to do about it? My people in Zambia, look at how your nation is being disgraced by a so-called prophetess who has been raising the flag of Zambia so high in the nation of Nigeria, making so much noise. My Papa J, a daughter, a spiritual daughter of the major prophet, she's being implicated in an abduction syndicate. She's a suspect, a culprit. The mother of the child, Ruth Matthew, have identified Precious Lungu as one of the women that took a child. Triumph has identified this Precious again as one of the women that ran away with their child, with their brother, I'm sorry. Who is Precious Lungu really? What's her role in this whole thing? This is child trafficking. This is sad. They come on Sunday, they are prophetess. On ordinary days, they're in Nigeria abducting children. Where are they taking these children? One thing you can tell about Precious Lungu is she does not have the spirit of God in her. This is someone that has been captured. We might blame her, even though she's going to spend some time in prison, the longest time ever, if not life in prison, for this business of hers. You can tell that this is someone that has been robbed of her destiny. She's not operating in her normal senses. Most of you might think she is. Spiritually, she's been manipulated. She's being remote controlled. This is what they do to women. You know, women are the most vulnerable species that these false prophets use to carry out their rituals and to do their damage control stuff. That's why you see Omodo is being defended by these women only, these ashawos. They are the ones that are too loud. Don't touch our father. Don't do this to our father. I will die for my father. It's women that you find in those positions. Now, Zambia, we have Precious Lungu, who has just been identified on this very sensitive case of a missing child. If you're in Zambia, please let everyone know that this woman is not of God. This woman is not a prophetess. This woman is now on the wanted list because this case is very serious. And Precious Lungu will lead us to baby testimony. The sooner she starts talking, the better. Jeremiah Omoto won't save her. Mercy City won't save her. She can't hide. She can't run. All she has to do is to tell us where is baby testimony. Oh, take action. Relax, people. Relax. You cannot cover a mountain. Neither can you cover a flame with a cloth, it will burn. One step at a time. Let's give her a chance to do the right thing. I know she will. Everybody has a breaking point. We're just about to meet Precious Lungus, but we don't care about her breaking point. All we want is baby testimony. And the consequences can be faced later. So you tell me what you think in the comments section with this new information that we just received from Sister Ruth Matthew and Triumph. concerning the involvement of Precious Lungu from Zambia, a prophetess, a major daughter of Jeremiah Omoto for fame. Was she working for Jeremiah Omoto? Was she working with Jeremiah Omoto for fame? Was she working under the direct instructions, operating under the specific instructions of Omoto for fame? Remember, she's a daughter in the house of Mercy City. Who is the other woman? Was it a coincidence for Precious Lungu to just come on the scene and start ranting the way she was ranting? It wasn't. It was God's plan. When they thought they're doing damage control, they were exposing themselves. She has been so silent of late. Did you notice? We are getting there. We are getting there. So till I meet you again on the next episode of the Enlightenment series, it's Mr. Pull the Trigger. I'm out.